how much trash do I actually create without thinking about it? Packaging, food, cleaning, small things I throw away every day. But I noticed something else too. I'm a mom, and there's a whole nother world of trash. So for 3 days, I tried not to throw away any trash. I know this sounds pretty crazy. Honestly, it sounds impossible. I don't know what's gonna happen. But I'm not gonna throw away anything for 3 days. If something would normally become trash, I have to avoid it, reuse it, or keep it. But I also know that not all waste is optional in real life. So this is more about noticing it than pretending it doesn't even exist. I cooked a lot from scratch, which helped reduce my waste. Though, as I started paying attention, I realized not all waste is the same. Some of it is food scraps, packaging, things that I can choose to reduce. And some of it is just part of taking care of everyday life. For example, I use cloth diapers for my baby, which I love cloth diapers, and I could totally do a separate video if anyone is interested. But I use cloth diapers for my baby, and then hot take, I also use reusable toilet paper for myself. I love reusable toilet paper. If you have a bidet plus reusable toilet paper, it's nothing like that. That is something everyone should try once. Something I've been wanting to try for a while. What's inside? Open. But also look at this waste. Trash, trash. I'm so excited about this. This is a Bokashi composting bin. You can make these super cheap, kind of DIY version. This is the key to Bokashi. This is what makes Bokashi Bokashi. It's Bokashi. This is what's going to really ferment the food scraps into what you can use to like fertilize the soil or make into soil basically. More trash. Oh, I actually didn't know this would come with. This will be where I can put all my food scraps throughout the week, and then at the end of the week I can put all those scraps into the Bokashi bin. I will link this specific Bokashi bin I got off of Amazon. It was about $65. There was like some coupon. Usually they're about $70 for this. So you get a big bin, and it has a little liquid drainer. So then you have a liquid cup. That's to get that liquid out. The bran and a scooper. For the big bin, there's this guy where that'll push it down. And then this also is kind of a pushing down spatula type of, and a compost bucket, I guess we could call it. This is where throughout the week you put your food scraps, and then that way you don't have to, have the big bin straight up in your kitchen. This can be your kitchen bin. It even has a little diagram on what you can and cannot compost, so that is super useful. Okay, welcome to the messy kitchen. I just wanted to show off me using my compost bin. A little trick, if you don't have like too much waste and you don't want your kitchen to be smelly, you can put your scraps in the freezer. The scraps that I have are literally just eggshells, so not much right now, but they do get stinky. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start putting some things in here. In the Bokashi bin, you can throw away your leftovers. You can do bones, which that one is usually a no-go when you just have like a regular compost bin, but with Bokashi you can. And then this freezer bag, I'm just gonna keep in the freezer so that in case if I need to put anything too smelly, I'll put it in here. Okay, it's the end of day 1, and I feel like so far this challenge, it's definitely difficult, but my biggest hurdle would probably be the food. So now that I have my composting bin, that definitely has made it a lot easier, and then just kind of sticking more towards foods made from scratch is really my biggest thing. Hello, it is day 2. I just washed some veggies. I'm cooking up some mushrooms and then I'm just gonna eat some leftovers. So the only waste today is like the butt of this cucumber and then like the butt of the tomato. So I'll just stick that right into my compost bin. Also, yes, I'm totally not using a cutting board because I need to get new ones. Apparently mine have broken, so we're gonna do it like this. Once I started separating food waste, I noticed how much of it there actually is. It made me realize waste isn't just something that disappears. It just moves somewhere else. Hello, welcome to my kitchen floor. It is day 3. My composting has been pretty good. I'm using my kitchen bin, throwing my scraps away. And so now that it's the end of the 3 days, I want to kind of go through the Bokashi bin with you guys. I have quite a bit of leftovers that need to go as well, so I thought that this was a perfect time to get the Bokashi started. Okay, we've got the bin. We've got our kitchen compost bin. Now, I have seen people layer the mix first on the bottom and then the waste, so I think I'm gonna start with a little sprinkle of the bran. Here's the bran. Curious. It just smells like flour maybe, very little bit. And after 3 days, this is our waste. And I will admit it's very stinky. Don't like how close my face is, but it's fine. Okay, take a look. Now we need to sprinkle some more bran in. Okay, and now let's layer in my leftovers. Okay, don't judge with how many leftovers I have. I've been kind of building them up for this moment. So for example, like this tortilla, I'm gonna just rip it into pieces so that it breaks down easier. Got this old chicken. Dump that in. I made homemade burger buns. Probably should break this guy up. I know it is a lot of leftovers. I need to split pasta in half when I cook it because we never finish it and then it just sits in the fridge. It's awful. So again, please don't judge. That's why I'm doing this experiment. We put all of our waste in the bin and lasagna style sprinkled in the mix. So let me show you what it looks like. The next step is going to be, now my kit came with this. You can use like a potato masher, but all you're gonna do is squish everything down and you're basically trying to get rid of all that air. Squish. All we gotta do next is put the lid on and we're just gonna fill up this bucket over time. In the end, I didn't completely eliminate waste, but I started understanding it differently. And learning small systems like Bokashi really made it feel more manageable. It's not about having zero waste overnight. It's about learning where it goes and what you can change. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm so excited to do more of these challenges. And if you have any more ideas for me to do, let me know in the comments below. But I'll see you next week. Peace out.